YouTube world. How is everybody doing? I hope y'all are doing great. Today I wanted to present a short essay on the art of war and the art of peace. And let's dive right in. When we find ourselves in a wartime situation, either ahead of time or even right in the moment, we need to do calculations in our mind. We need to do those calculations before we take any actions or make any statements. Those calculations are the cost-benefit analysis of what it's going to cost us to fight or to fight back. And we might think to ourselves, arguing doesn't cost any money, fighting might not cause a huge amount of time, but let's look at other currencies besides time and money. So, especially during holiday season, our currency is energy. And this holiday season, our currency is the energy of peace. Let's remember that we all have a finite amount of peace. So once it is chipped away, it's gone. And that protective layer of peace is depleted or exhausted. What happens in the absence of peace? We feel unease, worry, anguish, burnout, fatigue. We might be thinking to ourselves, I'm exhausted. I can't do this anymore. I'm disappointed. This is not fair. And this triggers a domino effect that goes very, very deep into the core of our entire being and even into our subconscious, making our inner world real dark, real fast. When life gets tough, that protective layer of peace that we all have is the buffer. The buffer we bounce against to get back up and keep going when going gets tough. When that buffer is gone, any fall in life is followed by hard impact at rock bottom, with the weight of the ocean pressurizing our chest, and it's really, really hard to get back up. This is where we have the choice. We can choose to engage, we can choose to fight back, and diminish or even completely exhaust our protective layer of peace. Or we can protect that soft and comfy, cozy layer for future use when it's needed, right? So what is peace? Peace can be compared to the vehicle suspension system that acts as a shock absorber so we don't feel every pothole and speed bump on our life's journeys. Peace is what we need to prioritize at all times as we move through this holiday season and through life in general. We need to always ask ourselves, are we willing to lose a layer of our peace so that when the road of our life gets bumpy, we too get hit or impacted harder? And sometimes the answer is yes, and you will know it in your heart when it's time to act. But sometimes the answer is just to protect that peace, because that cushy layer is expended or spent by you only, and it is also upheld and nourished by you only and nobody else. So as a consequence, no one is coming to save you when your own peace is depleted. This is where I invite us all to have some perspective and remember that the problems we're dealing with in our own war times are someone else's miracles. They really, really are. Another useful tool is gratitude. Just tell yourself, I live in a house. It has a ceiling, it has walls, and it's got water, it's got heating. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But someone else would cry and beg to experience what I have and what I take for granted for just one single day. This makes gratitude a universal antidote to negative wartime emotions. And finally, let's talk about gratitude in action. Let's talk about what we can do to multiply that gratitude, to nourish and nurture that layer of peace that is necessary in life and during holiday season. The best way to nurture your peace is to give. For example, you can volunteer at a local shelter. It can be a pet shelter. You can donate something extra that you have at your house, or you can do something absolutely at no cost to yourself, such as writing a letter to a child or a teen currently living in poverty. It's enough to just ask them how they're doing, to remind them to stay in school, to remind them that they can reach whatever they set their minds to, just like any teen. Children living in those conditions love to receive letters. And below is the link of how you can write to a child in poverty for absolutely free, and how you can nurture those warm emotions of gratitude and peace within your own heart for this holiday season. So let's all keep this in mind. Let's prioritize peace. I wish everyone joyful, peaceful holidays. I know that the time can be stressful, but when we have a good buffer emotionally, those times can be enjoyable. All right, everyone, take care, and we'll talk again soon.